Aristotle once said, "Educating the mind without educating the heart is no education at all." Given the current COVID-19 outbreak, schools ranging from preschool to college were forced to shutter in order to suppress the spread of infectious disease. As a result, the structure of the education system was forced to convert to online platforms, prompting the decline of mental health among students. According to a study conducted by the University Business, 75% of students express feelings of anxiety or stress due to online learning. Now, with only 4% of colleges safely resuming in-person instruction for the fall semester, online schools have made the emotional stress the new norm for most students. As a college student myself, I, as well as several of my peers, have noted the negative impacts of remote learning on our mental well-being, which in turn has impacted our academic standing. Considering that the Los Angeles County Public Health Bureau has noted a 0.70% positivity rate of COVID-19 cases, clarifies the decline of COVID-19 within the county. With said decline, it is time to resume in-person instruction in order to safely rebalance the mental well-being of our students. Within the following speech, I will be discussing the decline of mental health amongst students, what the current cause of mental health decline is amongst students, and what measures must be put in place in order to reverse said matters. Over the last few decades, society has brought awareness to mental health as several individuals have come forward with their own personal experiences. However, in the recent year, Mental Health America has noted the mental health of youth has worsened, with 9.7% of youth suffering from major depression. Although major depression is a common occurrence amongst youth, each case ranges in its severity. For some, depression brings on feelings of apathy, discontent, and anxiety. And in more severe cases, depression leads to suicidal tendencies. When examining the number of suicidal thoughts amongst youth, 54.17% increased during the pandemic period alone. Clinical Psychology 2021. This alarming increase raised question as to what was at fault. In the recent year, students identified the decline in mental health being at fault to online learning. The transition from in-person to remote learning was so abrupt that students had only a short period to adapt. They had to learn new databases such as Canvas, Alex, Okta, and more. With said changes brought on feelings of anxiety, discapability, and fatigue, which have been proven to interfere with daily activities. After struggling with the challenges of adaptation, students were faced with the lack of socialization. According to Abraham Maslow, humans are inherently social creatures, and in order to develop to their full potential, they must interact with one another. For some parents, socialization is a time where students engage in poor behavior and unnecessary activities within the school setting. Despite this belief, peer interaction teaches students cooperation, support, and emotional engagement. Henninger 2017. Without this experience, students will result in emotions such as depression, loneliness, and uncertainty, which can interfere with their daily activities and life. The Suicide Prevention Resource notes that mental health problems can interfere in a variety of ways with students' lives, such as reducing their quality of life, their physical appearance, their academic achievements, and their satisfaction with college experiences. These students are the keys to our future. They are the future political leaders, scientists, doctors, and more. As the current state of the pandemic is progressing for the better, it is our job as a society to ensure the mental well-being of our students in order to guarantee a better future. With this being said, we must adhere to all measures such as vaccines, mask mandates, and sanitation policies in order to ensure a safe and effective learning environment for all students. I ask you to take a stand against COVID-19 for the sake of our future and for the sake of our students. By following the COVID-19 guidelines, in-person instruction can resume, thus single-handedly helping the future of tomorrow restore the imbalance of their mental well-being as a result to online learning.